Well, howdy, Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this brand new day. Now, my little ham bone in there is sleeping. He's kind of a ghost, as I've mentioned. That's why I call him Ghost. But I did take a little bit of video of him before, so hopefully somewhere on the screen, maybe over in here, as I've been trying to do this, but hopefully at some point I'll pause this, play the hamster video, and then you'll be able to see. Hi, I'm recording this at an odd time, just before I'm going to take a shower, but my little rodent was running around, and I'm going to be showing this in the middle of my regular vlogging, and it's terrible quality of sound, but you know, little Ghost here is still active and healthy and alive, and I just wanted to show him off. He's very active because it's been taking forever to get the software to run correctly, so he's been out and about this entire time. But here he is. I just wanted to show you. So thank you much. Back to your regular vlogging. So it'll be good because he's still alive and active, and he eats and he drinks and he runs around and he's grown up. It's good. Definitely a thumbs up. So past that, oh boy. Yeah, just not sleeping well. I mean, I sleep, but I don't sleep long. For a time, I was going to bed at 8 o'clock and waking up at 5. Before that, I was going to bed at 11 because if I went to bed any earlier, I'd wake up way too early, like 1 o'clock in the morning, and then I would be stuck. So I had to go to bed late because I woke up early. Well, now I'm back to going to bed around 11 because I wake up around 3 or 4. So, joy. One of the things I've been doing is just going out walkies again. Now in the morning time. So I was out walking around at 5:30 in the morning because I was up and hurting, and moving helps. So thumbs up for that. Yay. Past that, just my bloody legs. Sometimes they're okay, sometimes they're not. Last night they were moderately okay. I was able to sleep. They didn't really twitch. They weren't trying to bend and cramp. They were mildly okay. I still had to be careful while moving. Oh boy, when I'm turning over in bed and stuff, I have to use my upper body to move me. I can't use my legs or they're gonna cramp. Yay. But I've been at least mildly sleeping. As for the weather report, it rained kind of off and on yesterday when I went walkies, because I did again. It was not bad. It was damp, but it wasn't raining. Now, my housemates, oh boy, it's a good thing. They took pity upon me yesterday and provided me with some food. They had extra, and if they're the kind of people that they eat one meal. Like if they make a meal and they eat it, if there's anything left, they can't eat that again. They won't even eat the leftovers. My wife was kind of that way. If she has spaghetti on Monday, it was going to have to be 1 or 2 weeks before she could have spaghetti again. Same thing with my housemates. Whereas me, if I make up spaghetti on Monday and there's enough, I'll have spaghetti on Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday and then Friday until it's all gone and be happy. I don't mind. And so if I can shove it down my neck hole and it doesn't actively try to murder me on its way down, I'll eat it. I do care about taste, because some stuff I just don't like, but the stuff that, I can take taste-wise, it's like past that, just as long as it fits and it ain't gonna kill me, let's go for the gusto. But it was food, and it was nice, and here is the big difference on this other subject. I have to use cannabis medicinally. Without the use of cannabis, I can't move. Back before I started using it medicinally, I was on 28 different prescription medications and opiates, and I was still almost wheelchair bound. Since I have been using cannabis, I have been able to drop every single other prescription med and only use cannabis for pain control. Well, this month I don't have as much money. In fact, I'm really hurting, but because of that, I am hurting more and not able to move as well. But after eating, they like to watch TV, and they invited me to stay and watch on their big TV one of their shows. And it was called like a Go Big. It's a go big or go home thing where people have to do increasingly more outre stuff just to go big and show that they're willing to go big, or they'll have to go home. And it was just stupid reality TV bumping it up. But some of the stuff was kind of interesting, what people were doing. But the point being, I actually got 2 cannabis concentrate dabs from them. They buy like the $35 and $45 per gram stuff because they use stuff recreationally. Whereas I've got to get it medicinally, which means it has to last. So I have to buy like 4 grams of the $10 stuff instead of 1 gram of the $40 stuff. I got 2 dabs, which is, they take the concentrate on a stick, heat up a thing, you put it on the heat, inhale it through stuff, goes through water, then you take the cooled vapor. 2 hits of that, and I was, stratospheric. It was very, very nice, whereas I can take 5 or 6 hits of the $10 stuff and just get pain control and a sense of well-being. So there's a difference in quality, and oh boy, after watching it for an hour, I then went out Walkies at 7 o'clock, got back at 8:30, and I was still not stratospheric, but feeling pretty good. So yeah, what a difference in quality, huh? Oof. Past that though. Some of the things I wanted to talk about here are very, very silly. One of them is an extremely stupid and silly thing. I was watching a video, hopefully I'll have a link to the thing here, but it was a Bethesda game, one Fallout thing. Don't know which Fallout game it was from. But during a cutscene, a robot that had pulled aggro before came in and started beating the snot out of the main character. But it was a cutscene, and you were able to make choices. And so this person was talking, and it was just funny as all get out, even though, of course, it's ridiculous violence, and if you think about it, it's horrific. Because you're just sitting there talking with a person, and then suddenly this robot wanders into the screen and starts beating your character to death. So it's like you're just sitting there, and then the robot wanders in the screen and starts whacking your character in the face. You're in a conversation. All you can do is answer the questions that are being given to you by the person you're talking to, as the robot is slapping the living bejesus out of you. You're getting knocked all over the place as this thing is just going whap, 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 and you're talking and having a conversation. I don't know why sometimes physical violence can be funny. Especially, I don't know why, murdering somebody can be an effective and funny punchline to a joke. Because part of the reason this thing is just so absolutely hysterical to me is that, of course, you're sitting there and talking, and as an impartial third person, you gotta watch this as a robot wanders in and beats someone to death. That's not necessarily funny now, is it? I mean, I would certainly hate to be murdered by a robot. Or anybody. So, the fact that this happens and I find it just hysterical is... we're human beings. We're goofy as all hell. Especially me. Well, all of us. And I just thought that was really, really funny. So, now I'm going to go on to another thing. Because I really like the game. There's a new game, early access game. It's one of these new retro boomer shooters that's called Herat. it's like takes place in, what was it, Czechoslovakia? Whatever is Prague now, or it's not like what it was called back in the 80s. But this game takes place in the 80s, and it's an alternate world, of course, because something has happened. Something horrific has happened, and you're fighting mutated people and animals, and the world has gotten bizarre. Something bizarre has happened. The thing that's really good about this is it's like one person, and he has written his own custom engine to make this into a game. The weird thing about it is his choice of what to write the game in the programming language. He uses the programming language of Pascal. Back in the 80s, they were making a lot of the indie games, the 80s and 90s, with something called Turbo Pascal, because Pascal is not a computer language designed to write games. No. It's for it's best for just, work. Sitting down and doing work. Like database management and stuff like that. It's not designed for games. But there are people that'll write games with anything. And so any programming language back then, they started adding all of these extra libraries and additions to it so that you could. And so he's writing the game Herat in a language that's not designed for games, even though they add the extra stuff onto it. Now, how much of these languages are still around and all that? There must be some. And that's cool. I don't know a ton about programming languages. I mean, I have dabbled in programming my whole life. I could write some, not good, but I could write spaghetti code and BASIC. I knew a little bit about Pascal. I learned COBOL when I was in high school. I've tried learning Python, and I've dabbled in C and C++. I don't know how to program because I can't do math. And programming is 99% math. Now, there's a lot of middleware and such that you don't have to do intense math, but you still have to do math. So I'm just not good at it. So because I've just been able to dip my fingers into their areas, though, when I see them being able to build amazing things with these materials, I can be properly impressed. That's a good thing. The fact that he's written this in Pascal is amazing. Definitely a thumbs up on that. Now let's see if there's anything I have yet. Well, sort of. I mentioned before how I had been watching John Wolfe playing Bloodborne again. And I am such with games that, everything, I require constant reinforcement. So if I don't force myself to do it, because no one else is going to help force me to do things, if I don't force myself to do something, I stop doing it because I have intense out of sight, out of mind. I forget I have a sister. I forget I have children. I forget unless I have constant reinforcement. So, I had been playing Ghost of Tsushima until I got to this one point that it was a choke point. Couldn't get through it. Haven't played it since. Need to get back into it because that is an awesome frickin' game. But because I hit that choke point, couldn't get past it, now I'm doing Bloodborne, so I can either continue doing Bloodborne or stop, and I need to get back into that one because it's been a couple days since I was playing, and I went back into yesterday after not playing for a few days, and oh boy, was my timing off. I'm like level 50. I'm going up against stuff that I should be mopping the floor with, and I still have to be so careful because they are crushing my skull. So, yay, gotta spend more time on that. Thumbs up. Which, of course, I have been having so much trouble with this arm. Don't sever your radial nerve. My arm just hurts so much yesterday. By the end of the day, I could barely move this thing because it hurt so much from here all the way to here. It wasn't cramped, it just ached. Don't sever your nerves. The damage and pain that you'll have to deal with for the rest of your life just is not worth it. And again, I did not sever my nerve doing something amazing or fascinating or something where, people could go, wow, you survived. No, it's because I kept falling asleep and leaning over and pressing this part of my arm against arms of chairs. And the constant pressure, severed my radial nerve, and for a year and a half, my arm was paralyzed. Well, my hand was paralyzed. I'm lucky that nerves, non-spinal nerves, do regrow at the rate of about 1 millimeter a month. Don't sever your nerves. Any of them, please. Which, if you're ever thinking of getting into a knife fight, don't. If you're ever in a fight with somebody with a knife, or you have a knife, somebody's going to get cut. Somebody's going to get badly hurt. Knives are not jokes. Knives can make you dead very fast. I still remember, they're anecdotal things, yes, but somebody talking about how a friend of theirs had gotten into a minor shoving match with someone. And that person that they got involved in the shoving match smacked him in the chest, turned and walked away. And a minute later, that person bled out and died from the stab wound. Knives are deadly. They're not jokes. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab. I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. Good, bad, and different. You took the time. You expended the calories. Thank you very much. If I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker, and even though I count American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand, with my depression, fibro, ADHD, and more, I'm sometimes lucky I can remember my own name. So we have Ice Damon, thumbs up. Taylor Sanders, greatly appreciated. Confused Owl 29, thumbs up, and badly confused. QXII0, thumbs up and thank you. Hank Hill, thumbs up. Denial, greatly appreciated. Good to see you. Joseph Benson, thumbs up. I do not know how to pronounce this properly, so it's MENG. XIONG, thumbs up and thank you. Mr. Giraffe, greatly appreciated. Kapaki, thumbs up. Emperor Palpatine, greatly appreciated. Andreas Oikonamu, thumbs up and thank you. Fargrand, greatly appreciated. We have Benjamin Canoza, thumbs up. Claudia, greatly appreciated. There is Russian Timing, good to see you in the comments. And Thomas Husbands, thank you so very, very much. That money does help. Greatly appreciated. Did I thank Christopher Thomas? If not, thank you. Blaze Baldwin, greatly appreciated. Anime Fan, thumbs up. Zombie Wolf, good to see you in the comments. Pimienta Negra, thumbs up. Rocket Man, greatly appreciated. There we go. 23 commenters having left me a comment. Greatly appreciated. Each and every one of you. You get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people, and that is appreciated. Thank you so very, very much. If you could check out my various links down below, that would be very cool. I have Twitter, Facebook, Patreon.com. If you could become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. And if you'd like to help me out financially without sending money through the patronage, I have a PayPal link down below. If you'd like to help me out without sending money, I have an Amazon wish list link as well, with things like cat food, hamster bedding, silly things, not silly things. If you could check it out, that would be very cool. Do not feel obligated. I do not feel entitled. And if you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart, where I draw interest. So thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. And of course, if you hit the subscription bell on the... Oh, I did it wrong anyway. Notification bell on the subscription button, that would be very cool. Definitely a thumbs up. Well, hokey smokes. I have this video, I have another video I need to edit and render, so I'm going to be busy on this slow Saturday. Definitely a thumbs up on that. The horsehead of encouragement wishes nothing but goodwill, happiness, and joy for absolutely every human being on the face of this planet. The horsehead of encouragement has nothing but good wishes, goodwill, and pleasure and joy for all of us. And of course, Black Lives Matter. Good golly, Miss Molly. Good golly, Miss Molly. And please, during these hard times, try to stay as creative and safe as you possibly can. Definitely a thumbs up on that. So, if you don't have to go out, please don't go out. If you do, maintain your social distancing, wear a mask, wash your hands, try not to touch your face. And, of course, I've forgotten what else I was going to say on that one. But still, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend. And tomorrow, more creative talk about various things, and especially cosmic horrors, because they are an aspect of all of us and me. Take care.